What is up, collective? I'm going to say that for the very last time in 2024. This is also going to be the last Tune In Tuesday for 2024, also. And, as another year closes out, I am grateful that I got to experience it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'm kind of calling 2024 the year that was and wasn't. So, well, here we are, guys, at the end. How do we get here, though? It happened quick, right? What a ride it has been. 2024, a year that promised so much and delivered. Well, it delivered. It delivered and made us all question our life choices. But today, I am going to talk about the end. I know, it's so dramatic. Bum, bum, bum. We're going to reflect, guys. I think that's the best way to close out the year is just kind of reflect. We're going to do a little meditation at the end, as always. So let's be thankful, right? Let's be optimistic about the new year. We've been through a lot, right? Most of us. Some of us may have had a banger year. For me, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. But to be honest, guys, the last several years have been kind of chill for me. So yeah, this year was a little more rocky or rocky than past years. But I mean, it is what it is. Like I really can't justify it in any other way. So 2024, it was a year that from the outside looked like it had its act together, right? I mean, on paper, we're talking about advancements in tech, breakthroughs in medicine, and surprisingly strong Wi-Fi connections in places no one thought were worthy of getting Wi-Fi. But underneath all of that, we were all kind of over it, weren't we? Like you get the shiny new thing and you're supposed to be impressed, but deep down, it's just another version of the same old chaos with a fresh coat of paint. I mean, we could talk about the constant stream of extraterrestrial dread, right? Drones. Then there's the doom scrolling headlines that pop up over everyone's screen. I swear I was going to uninstall and reinstall life, but here we are. We're scrolling, we're still swiping, we're still pretending like we're all making progress. Whatever that means, guys. It's cute though, isn't it? We all put on a brave face and act like we've got it together. And then when deep down, we're just surviving. And I have said this many times on this show that I don't want to just exist, right? And that's what just surviving is. It's just existing. But let's not forget all about those 2024, it's going to be your year memes. Who did you think you were fooling, huh? Did you really believe that? Sure, the planets aligned, the stars might have twinkled, but in reality, it was just another year in the cycle of us pretending that we have it under control and that things are completely out of our hands. Guys, we are in control. That's the thing, is like, when are we going to realize we are in control? Right? The personal reflections part, that part. Let's talk about you, shall we, darling? I know you've been reflecting on this past year. Maybe you did hit your goals, maybe you didn't. Maybe you tried to go on a wellness journey that lasted a solid 48 hours before you were faced deep in a bag of chips. Don't worry though. We all have those moments. The truth is 2024 was that year. The one where everyone swore they'd finally get their shit together. You ended up 10% more enlightened and 60% more confused. For most of you. For me, I would agree with that. I would have to agree with that. I have learned some shit for sure because I mean, you just kind of have to. Um, but I do feel more confused than I did. 100%. And I think I said the percentage is wrong. You end up 10% more enlightened and 90% more confused. I'm tired, guys. You thought you were going to finally achieve a work-life balance, but instead you spend half the year working in pajamas, wondering if you'd ever experience normal again. But hey, you also found a new hobby, like, I don't know, painting or knitting and reading books that made you feel, I don't know, smarter in a way. I know I have. But it's interesting because when I thought about this, I was like, oh, painting is a hobby to a lot of people. It's not to me, though. It's like legit therapy or self-care. The thing is, we can't be too hard on ourselves because life is weird. It really is. It's like being in a long-term relationship with chaos, and sometimes you just have to go with it. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to embrace the mess. Um, because some things happen along the way, you know? So 2024 in pop culture, I deemed it a disaster in the best way. What about it though, huh? What a beautiful train wreck of a year. On one hand, you had the Hot Mess Express that was the celebrity gossip mill as always. Did you hear about that thing that happened with that other person? This happens every year, guys. It was iconic though, right? It's always iconic. Honestly, by the time I try to keep up with all of it, my brain, it just becomes more mush than the trendy, like, new oat milk that everybody's drinking from, like, Trader Joe's or some shit. Oh, God, don't get me started on the music. I I don't even know what is even music anymore. Everyone's either sampling something from the 90s or they're trying to convince us that autotune is the new instrument of choice. Look, no shade, but it's getting a wee bit ridiculous, right? Come on. Come on. Then let's bring it to the movies. Oh, the movies. If you didn't see a sequel, you must have been. Well, you must have been under a damn rock because every studio was just like, let's recycle the idea from 10 years ago or 30 years ago. Let's throw some CGI in there and we'll call it a day. No originality, just nostalgia, which, you know, at this point, I'm just waiting for Shrek 11 to drop. I promise you it's coming. The universe demands it. So let's get real. You guys know how I love getting real. All right, darling. Let's bring it all together. I don't know why I'm calling you guys darling. It's just your nickname today. Let's bring it back together, y'all. In the end, it was like a bad date. You knew you weren't ever going to go anywhere with this person, but you showed up anyway because you don't know. Maybe you were bored. Maybe you just wanted to feel something, anything. But then the spoiler alert happened and you didn't feel a damn thing except maybe tired and slightly more cynical than you were before you got there. But look, let's not throw in the towel just yet, all right? Let's just begin. I mean, excuse me. Let's not begin 2024 yet. Just because 2024 wasn't grand and it didn't end with a fireworks show, it might in some areas, doesn't mean we didn't learn a thing or two because, again, we're always learning, guys. Maybe it taught us that we can survive anything. I'm pretty sure 2020 did that too. Even if we spend the most of our time, the majority of our time, staring at a screen, wondering where it all went wrong, because we do that too. But to really soak it all up, guys, let's finish out this year the way that we should by taking a moment for ourselves. And I know you're probably thinking, a meditation again? Seriously, Nina? Like, are you going to do this every episode? Maybe. Why are you fighting the goodness? Trust me, with everything that happened in 2024, like, you need this, okay? You need this. So, I'm going to change the vibe a little bit. We're going to take a deep breath in. Hold it. And exhale. One more time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale deeply, letting go of any tension. Any tension you may be holding. Feel the weight of the year lift with each breath. And as we keep doing these inhales, as we breathe together, let's reflect on the journey. It wasn't perfect. In fact, it was chaotic. It was a whirlwind of highs, lows, and everything in between. But here we are. In this moment, we are alive, we are breathing, and somehow we're still here. We're still standing or sitting. Imagine all of the disappointments, the frustrations, the moments of doubt. Imagine them floating away from you. You letting them go, you watching them leave your hands and your fingers. Imagine them swirling around like leaves in the wind. Because there's no need to carry them into this new year. They serve their purpose. They taught you something. They made you stronger. And now, you can release them. Feel the weight of the world slip off your shoulders. Let your body soften. Your jaw unclench. Your hands rest. You don't have to fight anymore. You made it. Now take another moment to appreciate yourself, the real you, the one who keeps showing up even when life is a mess, the one who still finds beauty in the chaos, and that you are enough just as you are. As we finish this meditation, I want you to take one last deep breath with me. Inhale all the calm. And peace you can gather. And exhale any last remains of stress. Inhale again. Hold. Exhale. As you open your eyes, if you had them closed, carry with you this moment of stillness. Take this peace into whatever comes next. And remember, you survived 2024. You can handle anything. So, I hope that was a perfect way to end a year full of delightful nonsense. But in any event, we did make it. And in case you forgot, you are fabulous. Now go ahead and enjoy your new year, new you.